Nostalgia, nostalgia, nostalgia. So, Jurassic World, the fourth film in the Jurassic Park series. Yes, there's been a large amount of hype around this movie, and now it's finally out. So, woo, yay, more dinosaur stuff. Jurassic Park is one of the first movies I remember watching over and over as a kid. So obviously for Jurassic Park being so close to my heart, it was tough not to be skeptical towards Jurassic World because, you know, it's always hit or miss, usually with these movies. But you know what? This is a really good addition to the Jurassic Park series. So basically, in this movie, the deal is that this park, Jurassic World, has been open for years, and attendance is great, you know, everyone goes to it, because dinosaurs, bleh. Bryce Dallas Howard is kind of in charge of the operations of the park itself, and in getting more people to come, and what the attractions are going to be. Every year or so, they like to unveil a new attraction so they can get more people to the park. So they decide to create their own dinosaur, a genetically modified thing that's basically a Frankenstein monster. Usually not a good idea. Obviously not a good idea in this movie, or we wouldn't have a movie. So before they're about to unveil this new attraction, they have to make sure that the paddock, or where the animal lives, is strong enough to keep her in there. So they call in Chris Pratt's character to inspect it, and that's when things start going south. And of course from the trailers, you know that the creature escapes and starts wreaking havoc. And that's our movie. Getting right to it, the kills in this movie, what? They're really brutal. A bit reminiscent of some of the kills in the first one, but way more like amplified. And sometimes it seemed to verge on the edge of horror, kind of, especially when they bring the velociraptors in, which is also in the trailer. Also, this movie makes so many nods to the original movie. And they talk about John Hammond all the time, obviously, and other stuff. I don't want to give too much away, but it's really cool when you see it. And this movie seems to also be self-aware, like it knows that its original material is, you know, pretty much the best. They're just fans and they want to keep it going. And they even bring back a character from the first one, Dr. Wu, played by B.D. Wong, who has a much bigger part in this movie than I thought he was going to. So that was really cool. I mean, he might have been the only actor they could get, but it turned out to be really interesting. Chris Pratt is really good in this movie, actually. He proves that he can be more than just snarky. Bryce Dallas Howard's character is really good as well. She has different layers to her, and at first you probably don't really like her, but then by the end of the movie she gets stuff done, so you really admire that. And I mean, at least I ended up liking her, pretty much. And the kids are pretty good too. Like, I like how the younger kid is the one who's really excited and knows all about dinosaurs, reminiscent of the kid in the first movie. And then in this movie, his brother is just kind of like, But of course, they have family bonding because they're about to get eaten at every turn. But it did feel like that bonding was a little rushed, like you knew it was going to happen, obviously. But I guess that could have been paced a little better. But for the most part, it was still interesting. Like, you didn't want them to die, so that was good, I guess. The one thing that I'm sure people will be annoyed with, and it is kind of a meh, is the Vincent D'Onofrio character in the movie. You have to have the good side of human nature and the bad side of human nature when dealing with another form of nature. Just typical kind of bad guy stuff, and I guess it doesn't really take away from the movie. It's just something we've seen so many times. So that was one thing that was a little meh. Obviously, I'm not going to give stuff away, but when things get really into it, especially towards the end of the movie, out, especially in the movie theater, everyone was just like, holy crap, like, because we've all, I'm sure all of us had seen Jurassic Park before, so just all the stuff that was happening, it was just, we were really happy and afraid for everyone in the movie, but no, it was a really fun experience. So again, props to this movie for bringing stuff back from the original and satisfying fans and stuff, but also still making it its own movie. Yeah, the plot itself it's predictable, like you know pretty much how it's gonna go, but you still have a really fun time with it. So I'm gonna give Jurassic World a nice and a half. So did you guys see this movie? Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Also, what's your favorite Jurassic Park movie? I mean, it's probably gonna be the original one, but tell me anyway. Okay guys, that's it for me. Hope you're having a great day, and I will see you soon. Toodles!